what's up? Happy Election Day, I guess if you want to call it that, so I will probably do a video on that later. But I want to talk about Raw last night. And yes, for the first time in a couple of weeks, I did watch Raw and I did record it. Amazing, huh? Yeah, but I did watch Raw, I did record it, and I have to say that I am in agreement with a lot of people. Raw last night from Birmingham, England, or Birmingham, England, whatever you want to call it. Well, let's just say from England from the UK last night was unusual to say the least. I mean, you had your matches, know that you had probably more matches on Raw in the last night than you had probably in quite some time when it comes to Monday Night Raw. But to be honest, a lot of people I do agree with saying that it was confusing. No doubt it was confusing. I mean, okay, first of all, here we start Monday Night Raw, thinking a week ago that was set for a Survivor Series main event, a Survivor Series Tag Team Elimination main event, Team Punk against Team Foley. Well, last night that got totally turned upside down. Now, first of all, we did have, like I say, a variety of matches. There's no doubt about that. We had a variety of matches. For example, we did have a six-man tag to kick us off, which was Kofi King, which was R-Truth, Sin Cara, and Rey Mysterio against Antonio Cesaro and the Primetime Players. It was a decent match, decent six-man tag. The baby faces of Mysterio, Sin Cara, and R-Truth went over. So by having R-Truth get the pinfall victory over Cesaro. So that was pretty cool. So I guess that was alright, if you will. Now, which I guess kind of tells me they're going to put R-Truth in the title hunt for Cesaro's United States Championship, if you will. So it does look like they're going to do that, and at least they're trying to do something with the tag team division. I will say that they're trying to do something with the tag team division. I will say that they're trying to do something with the tag team division. Now, we also had, I'm kind of trying to talk about some of the matches the best I can here. We did have, later on in the night, we had the Divas in tag team action. We had Layla and Caitlyn go over Eve and Oksana. So, prepare probably for a Diva tag team elimination match at Survivor Series, even though it might be 6 Diva. Who knows? Let's see, what else did we have? So, we had Wade Barrett in his home country go over Brodus Clay, so I don't know what they're going to be doing with Brodus. I mean, it looks like they want to get behind him, and they invest a lot in him, but I don't know if maybe they're just jobbing him out now so that eventually he'll do like what Justin did, kind of climb back up and get in that title hunt. Hold on for a second, folks. I'm trying to see something here. I'm trying to get to the results so I don't mess up. But we also had Sheamus beat The Miz in a great match last night. Very good match. Oh, here we go. Raw report. But like I said, we had Sheamus defeat The Miz in a very, very good match. Big Show was on commentary for that. We had Daniel Bryan and Cody Rhodes. It was a good little match. Cody Rhodes goes over with a distraction by hitting the crossroads. And then we had an impromptu match between Damien Sandow and Kane. Kane goes over there after both Cody and Daniel are ejected from ringside. Okay, I'm trying to make sure I don't miss anything here, folks. We had Kofi Kingston go over Del Rio thanks to distraction by Randy Orton's music hitting, and then Randy Orton at the end came out from the back area, from behind, from the crowd, I guess you could say, and RKO'd Del Rio, hyping up the Falls Count Anywhere match on the SmackDown edition tonight, the live SmackDown tonight, I guess you can call it. We had Santino and Zack Ryder beat Primo and Epico in a decent tag match. So at least at least it shows that Triple H and the WWE are getting behind their tag team division. So that's pretty cool. We had Heath Slater with Jinder Mahal. Drew McIntyre, I guess, was not there for various reasons. But we had Heath Slater beat Jey Uso. So at least the Usos are getting some screen time there too. And it also, again, focuses on tag teams. So that's pretty good. And then we had the main event, which was Ryback and Cena versus CM Punk and Dolph Ziggler, which was a good match. I mean, usually in a tag match it involves Cena. Cena's partner is the one that's always trying to get to the corner to tag Cena in, right? They're always trying to get over there to tag Cena in. And basically what happens is Cena's the one that has to get to his partner to tag him in. He has to get to Ryback. So it kind of shows you that they're trying to put a lot of stock into Ryback by having him be the John Cena of the tag team last night. Hold on for a second, folks. By having him be trying to get my dog in here, I don't know what she's eating, so. But yeah, they're trying to, I guess, make Ryback the John Cena, made him the hero of the match last night. If you will. He made him like I say, the superhero of the tag team match last night. So that was pretty cool. Some of the newsworthy items we got last night, of course now that was good, and we ended it with a stare down between Cena and Ryback. Now we did have some newsworthy items coming out of Raw last night. Yes, we did. We've had more on the whole AJ, John Cena, Dolph Ziggler, Vicky deal, and this is where it gets strange, folks. This is where it gets strange, because here's what happened. Wasn't me, now, here's where it gets strange. They're working on this feud, potential Ziggler-Cena feud, which they still might go with. But apparently, that's going to be put on hold now. But anyway, what they did is they had her showing more security footage from hotel rooms, right? From the hotels. One from a different angle where AJ was at, and another from another angle where Cena was at. Basically going in a room, AJ, opening the door from his room to put a do not disturb sign out, John Cena. Now, John Cena basically pointed out to Vicky, hey, that's all doctorate. You could have had that doctorate and everything. That's all false. I don't know what you're trying to get at. Of course, she wants AJ to come out to confront her. AJ shows up on the Titantron and says, look, if I go out there, I'm going to do something I'm going to regret. I'm going to beat the hell out of you. You're going to fire me, and I'm going to lose my chance to do what I love to do. And Ziggler comes in and he says, oh, we all know what you love to do. Isn't that right, AJ? Which causes Cena to go to the back. Now, again, they still potentially could go with the whole Cena-Ziggler feud, which I think would be a good feud for Ziggler to move him right up to that main event spot. Allow him to feud with the face in the franchise. Now, apparently, they did mention the interview that Ziggler did, the speculation that Ziggler or something that Ziggler did on WWE.com. Basically, from what they said, and you can read this on the website, in character, Ziggler is sick and tired of Cena saying the same things, doing the same stuff, and it's time for a change. Basically, it's the fact that, as I speculated to myself, Ziggler, storyline-wise, wants to be the face and the franchise of the WWE. Now, you would think they would continue on with this, right? You think they would continue on with this. But that's not the case. Because like I said, it's been put on hold due to this reason. Brad Maddox comes out and explains his actions, and pretty much I think we all saw this coming. Brad Maddox comes out and says the reason he did what he did is because he wants to be a superstar. Now a lot of people say that, well, they're stealing the whole Garrett Bischoff deal, right? Not really. It's similar, but not really, because if they were stealing the whole Garrett Bischoff thing, they would have had Brad Maddox have a change of heart. You know, he wouldn't have screwed Ryback and all that. Instead, it seems like they're going like that, but instead it's more like they're giving this guy a reason. We'll give him the credit there. We'll give the WWE credit there. They're trying to give this guy a reason to why he did what he did. Now, of course, this brings out Vince McMahon and says, okay, you want a contract, you want to fight Ryback, fine. You fight Ryback next week, you beat Ryback, you'll get your contract. But he also points out that he doesn't believe a word Ryback is saying. I mean, not Ryback, but what Maddox is saying, or Maddox is saying. He believes, and he says he's going to figure this, try to get to the bottom of this, that he, Punk, and Heyman were involved in what happened in Hell in a Cell. This, of course, then has Maddox leave the ring at Vince's order, and Vince goes to the back, which kind of throws some people off a little bit. And Vince basically brings out Vicky Guerrero. And basically kind of gets Vicky to, I guess as some people point out, be his new yes man or yes woman. And has Vicky not only agree to the fact that she believes Maddox was involved with Punk and Heyman and the whole thing at Hell in a Cell, but also has to reluctantly agree to give a match to make a, not a one-on-one, but a triple threat match for the WWE title at Survivor Series, with Punk defending against Ryback and Cena, and very reluctantly she says Cena. Now, of course she tries to play up and think, oh, Dolph Ziggler, which kind of tells you that's going to lead to a downfall, since she's constantly suggesting Dolph, but then Vince tells her, when he suggests that triple threat and that third participant, if you say Ziggler one more time, I'm going to fire you. So, basically, she has to reluctantly say John Cena, much to her chagrin. Which, was pretty good. I mean, she's still the GM, but apparently she's the yes man or yes woman now. And then we find out that because of this, the whole thing's been turned upside down, and the result is being that in exchange, I guess, for Dolph Ziggler not being put in the WWE title match, he's going to now captain Team Punk, which has now been renamed Team Ziggler. And Punk, of course, is not happy about this. He comes out and tells them, hey, look, I hope you all are happy. Basically, this whole situation is because he's mad that I beat him up a few weeks ago, and he wants to screw me out of the title. I don't just for that. And it's basically his whole thing. He's kind of worried, you know. And then, of course, at the beginning of the night, we found out that Miz quit because he didn't like the fact that Punk had deserted the team. And was it me, or when we started Raw, did it feel like we were watching Impact? Because we had a previously deal. We had an announcer on there going like, previously, or last time. Was it me, or did anybody feel like they felt like they were watching Impact instead of Raw when that happened? Anyway, I will admit, very confusing edition of Raw. We'll just see where they go from here with leading into the final week, going into Survivor Series next week, and find out how they continue this tonight on the Super SmackDown Live and on Main Event this Wednesday. But, basically, more importantly, see what they do next week on Raw on the Go Home edition. So, if I was to grade this, I'd give it maybe a 7 out of 10. And that's all I'm going to say about it. Comment and respond down below. Tell me what you guys think. But yeah, I agree. It was a very confusing Raw, but I think all due to script changes at the last moment. Peace out.